Hey there, I'm Kyone Wolf, and this is a bonus segment of Audacious. We just wrapped our show about sex dolls and synthetic love, featuring Anthony Ferguson, the author of The Sex Doll, A History, and Dave Cat, who has 4 life-sized, female-presenting companions who are dolls. Now I want you to meet Courtney Webb, a friend of Dave Cat's. She's had her doll, Dahlia Muriel Hollifield, for just a few months now, and she told me about how she initially encountered her doll.
Dahlia was originally Dave's old doll, and he never really had anything connected to her or anything like that. Didn't have any sexual relations because he's like, not for me. I don't like fabric. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'll take her home. She only weighed 13 pounds. Yeah, I'll take her.
Wait, what's she made out of that makes her so lightweight?
She is fabric, and she got like a silicone skeleton saddle, and her head is paper mache, but you can take it off. Take off her hat for a second.
You have just decapitated your girlfriend, Dahlia. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's all right there.
So what was it like when you first unboxed her? Like when she arrived at your home and you got to open the box and have her in your home with you for the first time? What was that like?
First time, the box was freaking huge. And I was like, with my boyfriend at the time when I came in, and the box was giant in my room. And I'm like, holy and I like was decided to open her and stuff. And I was like, oh, she's actual life size. And because I remember I told my mom that, hey, I'm getting a doll. And she's like, she was expecting like a tiny doll. No.
How did your mom react to you getting Dahlia in your life?
Oh, she was shocked. She was like, what is this? What? This is huge. She's definitely staying in your room. I don't want her in the house or anything. And now she's like, oh, there she is.
Now I know that you're friends with Dave Cat. When you're with any of your friends, is this something you talk about, or do you kind of keep it on the down low?
Sometimes I do, but I keep it like on the down low because most of the time you're like, oh, that's weird. Because most of the time I gotta warm up to a person and I'm like, okay, maybe I can say, hey, I'm in a relationship with a doll and I have friends that's in a relationship with a doll. You want to see my girlfriend Dahlia?
Now, when we were talking with Dave Cat, we asked about how much of his relationship with Shidore, his wife, and some of his other partners, how much of it is about sex and how much of it is about like a companionship relationship, and how it shifted over time. So for you at this stage with Dahlia, how much of it is about sex and how much of it is about companionship?
Mostly it's companionship with me. Because most of the time I don't want to have sex because it's like, nah, I'm good. And I gotta do everything, take her clothes off and everything. And yeah, I was like intimate one time with her and it was pretty hot. I guess I had to get her a new vagina because the one she came with looked like it was just so ugly and it looked like a sack. And I was like, no, we're going to get you a new one. And then I showed it to my boyfriend. And I'm like, hey, I got a vagina. And he's like, well, you got one of them fleshlights. I'm like, yeah. And it's in the doll right now. Yep. She deserves a new one. She deserves to be the best. Yeah.
How is it to be in a relationship with a synthetic doll and an organic person?
Well, the organic person, they have their own personality, they have their own everything. And when I told my boyfriend, like, hey, I'm gonna get a doll and I'm getting Dahlia, and he's like, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm like, so do you want to get intimate with her? And he's like, no, not my thing. It's like, with her, she just came in my life, and I was like, you're my girlfriend now and I love you. I come try and give her kisses and stuff. And she's like, well, I'm still developing her own personality and everything. It's different from dating someone that's real because they actually have everything, personality and stuff.
What do you see as the future between you and Dahlia? Do you see a whole life together?
Yes, and I think I want to get more dolls too.
How many?
Oh, well, my boyfriend said 2 or 3.
What don't people get about this relationship?
people don't get, well, to me, I don't really care. I do my own thing. But I see it as a form of self-love. Like people want to be loved so much, so they manifest all the love they need and they just put in an object until the object can love them back. That's how I see it.
I think a lot of people, when they think about someone who has a synthetic doll, they think about a guy, a cis man. You identify as a cis female. Why do you think it is that it seems like there are fewer women who identify as women who have synthetic dolls? Why do you think that is?
Well, most of the time with women, they like, I don't need a dog, I vibrate. But I just wanted a doll and I sounded it was so cool. And Dave Cat's like, well, I'm looking for a home for, well, her past name was Miriam in the past, but I was like, I'd take her. She's mine now.
Do you think more women will be having synthetic dolls, or do you think it is primarily a male dominated cultural thing?
I think it could work out on both ends, like especially when robots get more advanced. I actually just want a robot that can change into any of my fictional crushes. Right there on the dot, just transform. But then my friend's like, aren't you scared that the robot is going to kill you? I'm like, well, that's how I die. That's how I die.
The heart wants what the heart wants, Courtney. Is there anything else that the world needs to know about your relationship to Dahlia?
My relationship with Dahlia, she is pretty amazing. She's beautiful. And I'm still working on her personality. She's very special in her own way. I know I plan to get her a new body and stuff, especially a new body, especially like a silicone body. Okay, kissing and paper mache is not the same.
Oh. Well, Courtney Webb and Dahlia Muriel Hollifield, thank you for talking with me.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.
You can hear the whole episode about synthetic love on your podcast feed and at ctpublic.org/audacious. You can see photos of our guests and their dolls there too. Let me know what you think. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Kyone Wolf, and my email is cwolf@ctpublic.org. Thanks to my production team, Jessica Severin DeMartinez, Katie Tolarski, Abi Levine, and Dylan Reyes at Connecticut Public Radio in Hartford. Thanks for listening to this bonus interview. Now go out there and love someone, or thing, or yourself. Definitely love yourself.